What's going on, guys? It's Play by Play Tech, episode 29. 29. We made it to 29. I'm your host, Moandogg Gaming, alongside my other host, Max Chambliss, the king of YouTube.
Yay! No, I'm
Woo, can
nowhere
we get
near
a standing ovation?
that.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, you just recently uploaded a video this week, didn't you?
Yeah. Finally, I wanted to upload this video for a long time. This Euro Wi-Fi mesh router and stuff. It's pretty good. I mean, I like it and stuff. Is pretty great and stuff. I noticed that everything has been a little bit faster. I have noticed the speed, so at least I kept did an
what's
analysis on
faster,
it.
the acceleration? Because you got the same internet speeds as far as the gigabyte. It has to be the acceleration. How you have the speeds for the gigabyte, but how quickly you get to the speed of the tab opening or closing or whatever the case you need, right?
Yeah, so for me, because I work from home, so I like I said, I could get away with a lot of internet speed, but it's just I have a lot of things um that is Wi-Fi, from computers to laptops to tablets to phones and stuff. I mean, and the security systems and stuff like that. So it's just like I had the original Euro and which was really good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It was really good, but the issue that I was having with that one is that even though it was a good mesh system, it was connecting some of my Wi-Fi stuff to different areas of the house, which didn't make any sense. So it was like one end in the house, you have a device that connect to the other end of the mesh router, and it was just like the signal was getting bad. So I had to either restart the one of the routers, and so it could pick up in the right area. It was just cumbersome sometimes because it just didn't make any sense. Now the new one seemed like it's smarter, and so it definitely does it correctly. So that's one thing that I'm very happy about. So and then everything seems to be I could say it's the same. I have noticed faster speeds on like my PlayStation 5 because it's Wi-Fi 6. But other than that, uh it depends on what device I use and stuff. Everything is normal, but the main reason why I bought that is because of the connection part of the devices and where it connects to, and then also the consistency and stuff. I looked at Orbi. I looked at a lot of other mesh systems, and I know Orbi is the all-time fastest. But
Oh yeah, that's what
one
I
thing,
have.
yeah, but the thing is about it, everybody says not as consistent. So I rather have a slower speed than and more consistent than not being consistent and fast, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I will say the only thing I hate about the Orbi is the update process. And when you update it, you don't know if the internet is messing up or if it's actually updating, because they have the bars and the amber, the orange, the green, and all this other stuff. And
Yeah.
it's hard to tell what's happening because you'll hit the update button, then everything shuts off, and then it takes a while to cut back on, or it doesn't cut back on at all, and I got to reset it. So I don't know if I have a problem when I'm updating. But other than that, the Orbi's been really good, especially the range, man. I still get all my speeds even outside, solid, whatever I'm getting in, and I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
and that was like the other thing too. Why I like my Euro a lot is because there's the application that they create is so easy, intuitive, and stuff like that. It's like anybody could hook it up. Hooking up a router is easy enough as it is, but I like how the app will always tell you or like ping you or whatever the case may be, like, hey, there's an update, or hey, it's running slower than normal because of X, Y, and Z. And it shows you specifically like the devices and stuff like that, how much data is taken up, upload and download. I know the Orbi does that too, but I don't know about their application that much. And so
Yeah.
that's why that was like the other thing that I like so much. And then I like how I could group certain objects. So just like when my daughter get older, or and she using her device or tablet or something like that, it's like 12 o'clock at night. I'm like,
Right.
nah, you should be going to sleep.
Yeah.
And I could just go ahead and put it on pause and stuff. I could do that when I want to. or is she playing game? I mean, my daughter's only 1 year old, but I'm just saying, like, if she gets older, I have the capability. I could just pause. I could pause things
on the screen. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's the thing is I could just pause their devices, and it's not pausing our internet. It's just pausing her devices that's connected to the Wi-Fi. So that was one of the other things I think is pretty great too, because it's like you have that capability, and I could keep tabs on my kids, or my daughter, and just say, you know what, click. You should be going to bed.
You scared me a little bit. You said kids, and I only know you have one, so I'm like, is that a Metal Gear Solid exclamation mark above the head right there?
No, kid, daughter. So yeah, so that was like the only thing and stuff. So I mean, I love it. I love it. It's not the fastest, but I think it's the most reliable, most consistent. So so that's why I picked that up and stuff. So that's the thing is.
Yeah, funny that you say that, because I am actually interested in the Orbi Wi-Fi 6 mesh router system. It's expensive. I think it's almost like $700, but I don't know if it's worth right now changing over to that. Because I paid a lot of money for the Orbi I have now, and it's still future proof. I still, I can go above 1 gigabyte on the as far as the internet coming in. But is it worth? Because I'm using that as an example. Is it worth changing over? So I haven't got to a conclusion. It depends. Yet. I just thought the Wi-Fi 6 would be much better once we get over the gigabyte megabits per second. That's just how I look at it. I don't know. The only thing I can think about that would change is the acceleration, how fast it gets there. So that's the only thing I can go by.
I'll say this. See, for me, my purpose is the how many devices I connect to my internet while like slowing the speeds down, and that was like one of the main reasons why I upgraded to Wi-Fi 6. But I know they got a Wi-Fi 6E. Is it 6E? Yeah, I think it's 6E. Where it's supposed to be better than Wi-Fi 6, but I mean, we didn't even get the Wi-Fi 6. Pretty much, it's still new. It's still in its infancy. But I know they have some promotions like Orbi, because like my Euro, it was $600, but I it was during the Christmas time. I only paid it was less than $400. I think it was I think it was like around $350. I think it was less than half that I paid for it. Then I had like some a gift card to add to it, so it was just I paid probably like $200 altogether for it. So it was a no-brainer for me. And then when I ended up doing with my old Euro system, I ended up selling it on Facebook Marketplace, and some guy in New York bought it off me. So you say, so he's enjoying it and stuff. So so no issues with that.
All right. Well, anything new with you this week? What's been going on? I know we changed the podcast date, so now we're trying the evening thing because my schedule's changed, and Max and I has been busy at work with the family, so we thought maybe we'll try this 8 o'clock time. And so far, we were talking right before the podcast, we kind of like the time, but we don't know what we're going to get out of it. I mean, but we'll see. Usually when you're doing something, you have something on a set schedule, you try not to change, you want to be consistent. But I mean, we're still at the early phases of content creation, and we still have our normal jobs, and we still got to work around all the obstacles of family and responsibilities and work and all that stuff. So so forgive us for the time change, but it kind of works out for the both of us, I guess, right? Because my school schedule is going to change every semester, and it's just we got to do what we can at this point. But my bad, I asked you a question, so go ahead, tell me what you did this week.
Man, I've been playing Final Fantasy 7 remake, so I really started getting into it. So
don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. I beat that game.
No, I know. I've been playing it every night, but I only been playing it probably like an hour or so, hour and a half. So I'm on chapter 9.
Okay.
And how many chapters is it? Do you know? Is it 13 chapters?
Yeah, I think it was 13. I think.
Yeah. So
I blew past that game.
For me, I'm not blowing past it. I'm like doing everything that I could possibly could do in the game and stuff. So I'm really enjoying it. It reminds me of Advent Children, the movie and stuff. If anybody haven't seen that movie, that Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children, that it is like the graphics are just it's phenomenal.
They're
and you know what's Yeah, and the funny part is you sent me an article. We didn't even talk about this because that was another topic. You said it was rumor has it that they might do an upgrade, optimized version of Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yes,
So
and that's gonna be amazing. I don't have it pulled up. I can, but
yeah,
let's finish our introductions and we'll get right to it, right? So, but
yeah.
other
And
than that,
then what about yourself?
oh, so a couple things, man. I had an interesting week. My job has been a little frustrating, but I mean, it's work, right? But one, I'm only gonna mention this once because I don't know if my wife wants me to say, but we did acquire a new car, and she loves it. We got it. What was it? Monday. That's what happened. We got it Monday, and she got the car she always wanted, and this thing is loaded. It's fully loaded. It's new, and we love it. So that's been interesting, and it was smoother than buying my car. I was actually surprised. We were in there for about, I don't know, 45 minutes, and we were out of there. you know,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh,
So, and
that's
then
good.
secondly, I picked up the OnePlus 8T plus 5G, and this
Mhm.
phone is amazing. Just to give you a little glimpse, I got this cool little teal color, whatever you call it, green, whatever this is, with a cool little backing
Mhm.
on it. And I mean, this thing's loaded. It has 5G, 120 hertz screen, 65-watt charger, quad camera, 256 gigs of storage, and 12 gigabytes of RAM. And it comes with Dolby Atmos, whatever this super stable mode. So that's for when you're doing vlogs and stuff, walking around and all that. 4,500 milliamp hour battery, and it's IP68 water and dust resistant. So I mean, this thing has all the bells and whistles without the price of a Samsung, high end Samsung, and a high end iPhone, and that's what OnePlus is known for. Because when I was looking at the S21s, they wanted like 400 and 500 down, and I'm like, man, I'm not paying that. I'm just not.
Yeah.
You know, uh, and this one, T-Mobile had a deal where this was zero down. His phone came out, but I was actually able to keep it on a deal. Excuse me. But then like the foldable phones, they want like the Galaxy Z Fold Z, whatever it is. They wanted a
Mhm.
thousand down. I'm like, man, for a phone that's not durable at all, the moment you drop it, the phone is done. So I just can't do it. I know it's an innovative. I know it's new technology that's never been done before, but I just can't see myself paying for and what's so sad about it is actually the best quality, because I mean they use all high end parts, but it's OLED and it's hard to protect bendable screens. It's just they had the whole debacle when they would take the screen protectors off and it would destroy the screen. So I mean they're sensitive, and I'm just not comfortable with that yet. I'm a guy and I do all type of manual labor around the house. Like we just designed the studio here. Me and the family, and I'm always got a hammer and stuff in my hand, or I'm always working on my car, so or doing something outside, and I don't think it's for somebody like me. I would love to have it. It's a nice
Yeah.
concept, but I can't see myself having a $2,000 phone, and I end up dropping it. I broke my Galaxy Watch. I didn't have that for 4 months. I was
Wow.
doing the lawn, and got it caught on the air blower, and the shoulder straps on my air blower, the leaf blower, it got caught on the watch, fell on the heartbeat sensor, and it destroyed it. And then moisture got in it, and there you go, $350 down the drain. So
Wow.
so that right there prepared me to not buy a foldable yet. So
Wow. That's crazy.
yep, yep. But other than
Yeah,
that,
that's crazy.
I've been playing Star Wars. Star Wars has been pretty good. Especially with them upgrading to the performance 4K 60, and it's just been an enjoyable experience, because I know on episodes before I said I stopped playing it, and because I couldn't handle the 30. I'm just done with anything in 30 frames. I just can't do it. It's one of the reasons why I haven't hopped back on Final Fantasy yet. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only drawback with Final Fantasy. I just wish it was at 60 frames per second. It was if it was at 60, like I said, I think it would be almost a near perfect game and
yeah,
stuff. So that's just the thing is about it. But we'll see. Hopeful and stuff. I mean, the game is fun.
the game is
I've been
amazing.
I'm addicted to it. So my goal is hopefully I could beat that game. And then I think the next game I'm going to play is Last of Us Part Two. I've been playing Last of Us Part Two, but I just haven't gotten to it like I did with Last of Us the first game.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna pick that back up after I finish Final Fantasy, and then on some off time, sometimes I play Star Wars and stuff. I was just playing Star Wars just before we started the game, and yeah, that new update that they came up with is great. They always had the performance mode, but it just wasn't consistent. It was around the 45 range, and so now they just pushed out the new update, and now it's at a solid 60 and stuff with at 1440p for the Xbox Series X. So that game, if anybody haven't played it, especially you got Xbox Game Pass, I mean, it should be a no-brainer for anyone to pick this game up because it's free. Yeah. I mean, as long as you have the subscription. So that's like the beauty of it and stuff. So this game, I think I would never I definitely want to re-buy this game, but it was just something that I was like, oh yeah, why not? Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and download it and play it and stuff. It's just like the Medium that we were just talking about last week. I don't think I'll ever buy that game, but it's going to be on Game Pass, so I got to download it and I'm going to play that game next week when it comes out. So
it comes out on the 28th. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm gonna stream that. What is the 20th? Is that a Tuesday or Wednesday? It is. Let's see here. Come on.
I think it's 28th. I don't know.
So it's a Thursday. Okay, so if I want to stream that, I would have to like change my date. But also next week, my retro event starts for GoldenEye, so it's gonna be a good time. I'm still trying to work out how to do multiplayer. It's been just a pure hassle. Still trying to figure it out. So hopefully I have it figured out. If not, I got to play campaign mode because the plan is to have the versus mode with 3 of my other buddies and have their cameras in there so you can see us all, and we're just gonna go at it. But if I can't get it, I'm gonna have to play the story mode and just give my commentary. I would love to have the screaming and the hollering and the oh man, this type of stuff in the background. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, so
yeah,
I guess
that's good. Oh, actually, you know what? I just thought about something. One thing while I was playing Final Fantasy, and I noticed this on the PlayStation 5, but I don't. You can't do this on the Xbox, which I don't know why. But I could record my whole game session on my PlayStation 5, and then I could upload it to YouTube if I wanted to and stuff. So I had like an hour of gameplay, and I could just save it to my hard drive and stuff, and then upload it if I wanted to. And I don't know why Xbox you only could do like small clips. You can't do like a whole game session or whatnot, and you only could do it. Yeah, it's recording, and you only could do it to Twitch and stuff. And that's like
OBS. Just plug it up to OBS, and you're good to go.
But I don't have I don't have a fast computer, so it's kind of like, man, my computer would just blow up and stuff. So that's like the other thing about it. If I plug it up to no, I'm not doing that. But yeah, but I'm just like I shouldn't have to do a workaround for that. If I could stream off a PlayStation 5, and then I should be able to do the same thing on Xbox on YouTube. That's what I meant to say. I don't have to go through the hassle and stuff. So.
All right, so I guess we'll get on our first topic, and it's actually a pretty interesting topic. I don't know if if you even looked at this one, Max, but it is the Razer came out with a mask concept where it has a respirator. Well, let's explain who Razer is. Razer is a more of a PC gaming company, and they make high-end laptops, high-end hardware. And they came out with a mask at CES, and I actually like it. I thought it was pretty dope. It actually has RGB in it. It's pretty sweet, and the mask is clear. But it's it's a concept, so I don't know if it's going to come out. If it does, I'm all over this thing. I would love to have this with the lights going and all this other stuff. But
yeah, that's what they known for. They always put RGB on everything.
Yeah, and just to put it in the mask, it's kind of like one of those statement things, right? It's like, hey guys, look at me. You can see because it's see-through. Now you can see what I'm saying, and I'm also protected at the same time, and I look cool. It's like just take Sub-Zero and put some lighting on them, and you're good to go. That was just
interesting. It is pretty neat. Yeah. So it probably costs an arm and a leg to get that.
I wouldn't pay no over $100 for that thing, but I'll pay $60-$70 for it. Because all you gotta do is change the respirator and clean it out, so it's reusable. So I would, but if it gets over 100, it's not happening. And Razer is very expensive. That's just how they are. This other thing they have
Yeah.
is this gaming chair, and it has a rollable OLED screen. So I think this is going to be like those things from, I think it was last year or year before last, where they came out with another project where they had a laptop with 3 screens on it, and it was just a concept, and somebody from CES stole it, and I don't even know if they found the people that that stole it from those guys. But if they come out with this will be pretty cool. I would get it, but I guess I hope it's just not one of those gimmicky things. I mean, would you get this for gaming?
Nah, probably not. Yeah, probably that's a lot. Nah,
So
nah.
it
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna.
reminds you of getting out of those big scorpion chairs that people buy and they spend like 30 grand on, where you sit in this thing and this scorpion tail comes out and it puts 3 screens in front of you, and it's just this statement where you could just probably build a PC and put 3 screens in front of you, call it a day. But yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty cool. This will be pricey if this ever comes out. They're never known for anything cheap, as I stated before, and it's just I think it's cool. I If I get it, or if I were to acquire something like this, I have a feeling that I will play this for about a month, and then I'll be right back at my computer desk. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like for me when I play games and stuff. I don't know. It's just like I'm so used to still playing games on the couch and stuff like that. I mean, I have this nice gaming chair, but I don't know. I just like sometimes just lay on the couch where I play my games and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's just my preference.
Yep. All right. So the next one that I have a topic on is NVIDIA Shield devices are now getting the Series X, S, and DualSense controller support. So I am actually happy to see that different guys like I think Steam was one of them that acquired compatibility with their system, and now the Shield is. But the only thing about it is, will you be able to utilize all the features that come with it? That's my only thing. So you can have these supported all day, but will you actually use all the DualSense features in the PlayStation controller, or will you use all the haptic feedback features in the Xbox controller? I'm pretty sure it'll do Rumble, but I mean that's up to the people who's bringing the support on. I would only assume that they would try to get somebody from the Sony team or the Xbox team to come over and help them develop it and put it on PC. Oh well, not PC. I'm sorry. That's what I'm talking about. I meant the NVIDIA Shield. So yeah, PC.
Yeah,
NVIDIA does PC. So I mean, how does that affect you, Max? I mean, you're not PC gaming yet, but when you do, at least you'll be
yeah.
able to use these controllers for NVIDIA or NVIDIA Now, because I would assume it will play for NVIDIA Now.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty neat. I think even right now, I think you could use your PlayStation controller on the
Mhm.
PC. I think it's limited. I think it's limited to what you could do. But I remember seeing somebody was using it and stuff. So yeah, it would be great if they could use the full capabilities of it, because that would be real neat and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
to
it
do.
would. Yep, yep, yep. So did you find anything pretty interesting? Did you get a chance to pay the CES attention to CES anytime? I didn't. I had to look at
Oh
CES
man,
after the
yeah,
fact.
man. I think I mentioned this before. We kind of talked about the tail end of it
Yeah.
last podcast, but no, I had to drink some water and stuff. My throat is
Yeah,
getting
yeah, a
parched
little
for
dry.
a little dry from talking. But no, yeah, CES. I pay attention to all the TVs. I think I talked about this I did, but I didn't go into detail. So it seems like now all the TV manufacturers going to have HDMI 2.1, and so if
The
you
full
heard it,
bandwidth of HDMI
yeah.
2.1.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be the full bandwidth. I mean, they still haven't went into detail, but pretty much all of them is going to have 4K 120.
Yes.
All the TV manufacturers. But there is a caveat to certain TVs like Sony,
Yeah.
and I'm a Sony person. But Sony, I'm pretty disappointed in you at the same time. And I don't have a problem like letting them know and stuff. So their TVs, they have HDMI 2.1, that's what they say. And they have the 4K 120. However, they don't have VRR and ALM. And then they said that's going to come in the firmware update, which I do believe Sony to do it. But it's just the thing is, I kind of really wish they just did the AMD chip, just like how pretty much all the manufacturers are doing, and just do AMD Premium, FreeSync Premium or whatever it is, and just let them just do the VR and ALM and the 4K 120 and stuff, because it's like the consoles are AMD GPU and CPU. So I don't know why Sony just didn't want to just do that. But Sony, I think Sony is the only manufacturer from the big three, LG and Samsung, that doesn't do all the capabilities like VIR and ALM. But so that's the only downside. But I am excited for the new chip. That's their new cognitive processor XR. And people, I don't know, people, I don't know what the heck is that. Anyway, Sony always come out with a new chip. Well, when they come out with their TVs, and one of the good things about it is that they're gonna be using the same processor on all their TV lineup. So it's not like they're giving you a downgraded version. All the TVs from their lowest tier to their very highest one, they're all going to be using the same processor. It's just the only difference is that depending on the TV, it will cater towards that specific TV itself, which is interesting. So I really interested in seeing how that looks. That's what I want to go for. I'm an OLED person, so I want to pick up another OLED.
Well, I mean, how long
once I get the
are you
basement,
going to stick with OLED while the mini LEDs are coming out? I mean, are you still going to stick with OLED then? Because Samsung is really pushing this thing with the mini LEDs.
See the thing is, this is like the interesting part. Everybody is talking about the mini LEDs, talking about how great it is, but it's like, that's awesome. It's great and all. I'm not saying, like I said, I had to see it to believe it. But the thing is that they trying to catch up to OLED blacks, and that's the one thing that I'm like, well, OLED is already there. and so the only issue that OLED have that mini LEDs have is that's debatable. The mini LEDs are brighter. I mean, the brightness is so much higher than OLEDs, but for me, the brightness is not that bad. But the new OLEDs, the Sony top tier and LG top tier, are coming out with OLEDs that are brighter. I don't know how much brighter, but it says it's supposed to be brighter.
Yeah, the LGs, right?
Yeah, not all LGs OLED. It's the LG. It's their Evo. That's their Evolution OLEDs. They said it's supposed to be much brighter. I don't know. They never said how much brighter, but it says it's supposed to be brighter than the previous OLED version.
Well, let's see. I mean, let's just wait, and then we'll just take a Best Buy trip down the street.
We'll
see it.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to see how much brighter it is. And it's like it's no way you can really tell it, and even at Best Buy you really can't even tell or whatever, because it's like they put it on the highest setting ever and stuff like that. And it's not real world scenario, because you have all these bright lights that's flashing on the TV. And you really can't tell the picture quality anyway and stuff. So I'm probably gonna wait for some reviews. But if in an ideal situation, I would like to get the 83-inch version of the Sony A90J.
Will it fit up there? Or you
Huh?
want it for the basement? Is it gonna fit on your fireplace, or you want it
Oh
outside?
no, it's gonna be in the basement. It's not gonna fit on my.
I was getting ready to
It
say.
it actually can fit. It actually can fit on my in my living room mantle. It's just the thing is that I already know my wife is not gonna go for that and stuff. I'm trying to push her so I could get a 77-inch there.
Mhm.
She's still saying no to it, but I don't know. She may change her mind because the funny thing is when we got a house. I was telling her I was getting a 65-inch. Me and her were just going back and forth for the longest time. No, you getting the 55-inch. I said, no, 55-inch is not gonna look right on that. He said, yeah, well, that'll be plenty big. I said, no, it's not. So I only got the 65-inch. We was going back and forth for the longest time. It had to been like almost a couple months. And she said, no, I want to put all this stuff on this mantle. I said, no. We put in the big TV. So I got the 65-inch and stuff. Once we got the 65-inch, and the first thing that she said, like, oh, it looks small. Yeah, I'm like, okay. So, yeah. So now I'm trying to convince her to get a 77-inch, and she's like, I don't know if I want to do a 77-inch and stuff. So we'll see. And I think a 77-inch will be perfect for that mantle. You still could put stuff on the end of it,
Right.
and stuff like that. So in the ideal world, I want to put the current TV that I have in the living room in our bedroom, and then get a 77-inch, and then I also want to get an 83-inch in the basement whenever I get the basement done. So that's my ideal world and stuff. Is that going to actually happen? I don't know. And so we'll see and stuff. So
I mean,
yeah, that's
stuff
what I would
costs
like
money,
to do.
man. It costs money.
Oh yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money,
Yeah.
especially this 83-inch version. I think the rumors are, I think the MSRP I think is $8,000 and stuff. So which is
Sounds about right.
It sounds about right and stuff, but that's the MSRP. So who knows? It may be cheaper. It may be like $699 or something like that when it first comes out, and then it's gonna go down in price when it comes down to Black Friday. So hopefully, if it goes down to $5 or something like that, I know I'm picking that bad boy up and stuff. So I don't care what anybody
what
say.
it do? Ralph is in here, and I think
Tell him what's good.
He hear you. And I think my wife sent me 500 stars, so now I got to go down there and give her. Either she did or my dude did. Either way it go, somebody's getting a big old kiss.
500 star. Was that stripper money?
So, well, yeah, because I'm about to take it off now.
Oh no, please don't.
No,
Yeah, please
stars
don't.
is a compatible thing to Twitch. Twitch bits, or whatever they pronounce it, when streamers donate the money to them.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, I got
somebody sent me something, so whoever it is gets a big old fat kiss.
Oh, well,
so
but essentially, y'all share the same account, so it's kind of like it's really your money,
right? So it really doesn't matter. But anyway, if it's from her, thank you, baby. I love you, and it means a lot. And it's from my dude. Yes, dog. Thank you, baby, and I love you a lot. He like, oh my god, I'm about to sign off.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Hey, you know what? It is what it is and stuff.
All right, so I guess we'll move on to the next thing. I don't know if you saw this one further, but Asus, they showed off a new gaming laptop, and this is nothing new. The concept is nothing new, but the efficiency is new. And what I mean by that is, so this is a gaming laptop from Asus, the Republic Gamer series, and it comes with an external GPU, I believe, and it comes with the new one. As you see here, RTX 3080. Oh, come on, mouse. So when this initially came out, it was Thunderbolt compatible. As you can see on the side of this laptop, this looks like a proprietary cord. And from reading this article, with this proprietary cord, the next level of this thing is that you can get full bandwidth of the desktop GPU. So for a laptop like mine, I have the OMEN X2S, and I have a RTX 2070 in it, and it has the same same graphics card as a desktop processor, but it's a laptop. The only difference is it's a Max Q design, and because it's a Max Q design, the voltage that goes through the GPU is not as high as the normal RTX 2070 in the desktop computer. so I don't get the max performance of the desktop variant, but I get pretty darn close to it. This eliminates that. So by having something, whatever magic they did as far as what they put on board and here right here, I'm assuming they're still using Thunderbolt, but whatever this extra, do they got a picture of the? There it is. It looks like a SATA cable. Yeah, here's Thunderbolt right here, USB-C, and whatever this portion is, that probably connects to PCI Gen 4.0. I'm assuming. And this allows you to get the full bandwidth of this RTX 3080. So, which is a plus. When you're gaming, and then you can take it everywhere. You can't just pick up your Xbox and your PlayStation and play it off the fly. You can take this anywhere and get full whatever the screen refresh rate is, whatever screen resolution is. You'll be able to get pull the performance out of this external GPU into that, and this is just a game changer here. Now, it's very convenient because, well, I shouldn't say this is convenient. This is convenient for that laptop. But if you were to get the normal external GPUs with the newest cards in there, I believe Razer has one where it's interchangeable. You can put whatever graphics card that's on the external GPU box, but you're only going to get Thunderbolt 3, and it only goes up to 40 gigabytes a second. So you still get your refresh rate, your resolution is still high, but you're not going to get the full power of that GPU, if you get what I'm saying. But you're going to get more power out of just gaming off the laptop without the external GPU hooked up. So, it's a plus either way if you want the game straight from your laptop, whether you go the old gen or this new style Asus is doing. I don't know if any other manufacturer is going to pick up this same thing. But it's one of those things where, but Asus always does some next level type of out of this world, unheard of, features or what do you call them, concepts or that type of nature. But this was shown off, and I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, do you like those ROG laptops, Max?
Yeah, I think it's nice, but I don't know. I just hate having all this stuff connected to the laptop. That's kind of like my only downside. I kind of like wish everything was just within its own system. It's just like when you add stuff to it, I don't know. It just, to me, it kind of like takes it away a little bit. That's just my opinion. I think it's great because then now you got a 3080 on your laptop, and that's their workaround. And so you use a 3080 card. So that's just like one of the good things about it. And they could, you can play all the games that you want and stuff, and it's portable. So I don't know. I don't know how popular it's going to be and stuff. Me personally, I think I wouldn't get it, but I can see why a lot of people may be really fascinated with it because you got a 3080 graphics card on a laptop like that. Yeah. You just had to connect the external device to it for it to run. So
yeah. All right. Well, yeah. That's nothing. I rather just get. To me personally, I don't want an external GPU. It's good for people that has a Thunderbolt 3 connection on any type of laptop. You can have Thunderbolt 3 on a regular HP, i7. Don't even have a graphics card in there because the Thunderbolt is based off of Intel's proprietary hardware. So, and you can just plug up external graphics card to it and game like normal. That's what's the good thing about it. What I don't like about it is, who's gonna lug an external GPU and a laptop and all your power cords. And I assure you that a lot of people, I mean, I do it from time to time, but they don't game from the laptop keyboard. So somebody may take a 60% portable keyboard with them, a mouse, so you got to connect all this stuff when you're ready to pull out a game if you're in Starbucks or something. And then you got to put it all up because when you game off the laptop, you gotta have power because the games take so much, and they haven't mastered anything past 2 hours. And sometimes, playing a game like Destiny, that's like one raid. That's like one raid, and then your laptop dies, because raids take so doggone long. I mean, so it's just not for me. If somebody wanted to do like a minimalistic setup where they just wanted a laptop on their desk and an external GPU plugged up to it, and then whenever you want to go somewhere else, they just leave everything on the desk and take the laptop with them. I mean, it works for that purpose. What you call it? MSI came out with a concept like that where the laptop had a slot, not the laptop, where the laptop had a dock, and the dock had a slot where it slid into it, and there's proprietary connections on the back of it that nobody else had, and what was in the dock box was regular PC parts, and when you slid the laptop in there, it brings all the power from the other hardware, and you got a full-fledged gaming laptop. So people may use it for that feature, because MSI was the first one to start doing that. But me, I wouldn't get it, because you can grab a laptop that has the desktop graphics card in it, and you can game, and you can still get high game settings. It may not be the full potential, but you'll be able to get just pure wall power, especially with the new NVIDIA cards and AMD cards that's coming out. Well, that's already out, and we can't get them because right now mining has blew up because of Bitcoin, and they're buying graphics cards like crazy. So
Yeah. And that's
you
the
can't.
thing is about it. Like the only way for you to get the new GPUs and CPUs is if you get a pre-built PC and stuff.
Yep.
That's like the only way to do that. So that's the route that I'm thinking about doing. But I got to make sure whatever pre-built that I do get, I can easily upgrade the motherboard and the CPU and GPU to it, and make sure I had the PC case is big enough for me to do those upgrades and stuff. So that's like the
Okay.
only issue.
Yeah. So that's my only thing. So I guess the next topic is this to me seemed like this should have been implemented. Um, Panasonic has this new next level augmented reality feature that you can have in your cars, and it's called augmented reality HUD. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, this is kind of next level. I mean, the GM has, well, a lot of the luxury car brands already have a on-screen see-through whatever you call it, display where you can just see it and have information in front of it. This here basically takes a computer and it analyzes your surroundings, and I mean, to me, this looks pretty cool. I would love to have something like this, just as long as whatever's there doesn't block my view of hitting another car or a person or anything like that. I mean, did your BMW that you had, did it have like how it has the mileage
Yeah,
on there?
yeah, it had a heads up display. Even my because I have a Lincoln, yeah, it has a heads up display too. It shows the mileage. It shows it doesn't have like a map per se. It does do a directions. It does a speed limit. It does read the speed limit on that when you driving and stuff. So and also I don't know. It also have like a lane assist on there.
Yeah.
So if you have the lane assist active, it shows right on the actual screen itself. If you switching out of lanes, if you didn't do your turn signal, it's like the steering wheel will vibrate and stuff, and it shows it on heads up display. So I mean, this is nice. I think it's neat, but I guess the only question is kind of like, why is it taking them
So long when they're
so
already
long?
doing it. They're already doing
Yeah,
it. So it's kind of like how virtual reality was, right? You know how many
yeah.
times they tried and pulled back and tried to pull back on VR, and then what was the guy name that kind of got this going for everybody? The one that Facebook bought out, the guy that owned Oculus. Do you remember his name?
Oh, no, I don't know. I
Okay.
know what you're talking about.
Well,
Yeah,
he found a way to finally make VR mainstream, and VR is hot right now. With the Oculus and the new prices and all that stuff, and nobody could understand why it took so long. And sometimes, when I was looking into this stuff and information, they always say that sometimes it's the timing, right? It's the timing when it catches on. So you may, I remember it's the same thing with the cloud services. I remember OnLive was the first people to come out with cloud based gaming, and it was horrible at the time, and it was innovative. You didn't have to download the game. There's no download times. You just pay a subscription service and you play all these games. But it never caught on. It never caught on, and Steam actually ended up buying them. I think that's what happened. But either way it goes, they went out of business. And what's funny is I actually have their. I should have put it up here. Yeah, I didn't put it up here. I actually have their console downstairs that you
mm,
would never find. So I don't know if it's gonna be worth something later on down the life, because I mean it's internet based, and if their servers is shut down, then the hardware is useless. So I don't know if
yeah.
it's a statement thing to have, but I bought into it. I forgot. I think I paid like $100 for the system, but you still had to pay the subscription fee. And I was so into, oh man, cloud gaming. I can do this, and I don't have to download nothing, and I get straight to it. And it's just it never happened. And it's and then now, uh, Xbox and NVIDIA and Stadia, Google, they all have their cloud services now. And and PlayStation has their own variation, PlayStation Now, but that thing sucked. But they all have this stuff is out now, it's mainstream, and then now on live is not here anymore. So it's like, man, it was just the wrong time. So I think that's what happened with VR, or VR or AR, or this might do with the AR. I mean, we have AR in our
Mhm.
phones. Our phones do it. So that's
Yeah.
that's another thing that I don't understand. I know with the when you buy these vehicles, and the only reason why I know this is because before we got the new vehicle Monday, my wife she had the heads up display in her car in her Acadia, and the windshield was cracked, and we wanted to get it fixed, and we called one of the companies out, and they were like, it was like, yeah, you're gonna end up coming out a lot of money because it's a special glass just in that area of where the display is, that it has to illuminate off of. So I don't know if that was the problem with why this took so long, because I mean you have to talk to all these window manufacturers to implement the technology. I mean, I remember a while ago where when right before Microsoft came out with Windows 10, they were displaying passenger side what do you call it, translution, where you can see through it, window
Mhm.
where the computer was built in it, and it was touch sensitive, and you can still see through it, and kids can play games off of it on the side window and all this other stuff, and it never went anywhere. And
Yeah.
like off of one of the podcasts we talked about the Xbox Illumination Room. How much you want to bet that's going to come back? Because it's already
I
kind of
don't
here
know.
with the
Yeah.
Ambilight. It's already here with the
Yeah.
Ambilight. They just got to integrate graphics
Yeah.
in it. So, but I mean,
Yeah.
how long you think that's going to take?
I don't know. I if ever and stuff like that. I don't know. We've been asking Xbox to bring back brute force from the Xbox, and that has never came back. And I know Phil Spencer hate hearing that question over and over again, but that was a great game. But
I just feel like
uh,
they can do Crackdown, they can do that. That's just
yeah,
my opinion.
yeah. I still haven't even played the new Crackdown
Me
game
either.
and stuff.
I played
Yeah,
two and I wasn't interested. I was like,
yeah,
because Grand Theft Auto was out, and it was like, yeah, I'm okay with the whole superhero, whatever it is, super cop, Judge
yeah.
Dredd type of deal.
Yeah, the first one was fun and stuff.
That's what I
The
heard.
first
I've
one,
never played the first
yeah.
one.
Yeah, the first one was fun and stuff. I haven't played the second or third.
Yeah, I played the
So
second one,
yeah,
and it had so much hype, and I played it. It was fun for like 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of over this.
yeah,
I'm going to shut this
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah. You can't
So
do a rinse and repeat.
no, it doesn't seem like they changed much though. I mean, it's only so much you can put. Well, I shouldn't say that, because depending on who's making it, and you got to be creative.
Yeah,
So I'm not gonna knock it. So you can revamp that and change it around. That's how I look at it. So
yeah,
I guess we'll touch on our last subject, and we probably should have touched on this right after we talked about the foldable phones. But LG has this concept of rollable display. Did you ever check that out?
yeah. I looked at that. It looks neat, but I'm just like, I don't know.
It all comes back to the how sensitive this technology is. I mean, something like this, you're going to pay. I'm pretty sure it's going to be over 2,000 bucks, and
Yeah,
it's very sensitive. I just I don't see why. I'm not rich, so I can't invest my money into something like that. That's just how I am. Do I like it? Man, I love it. I actually like the LG Wing concept where the phone actually slides open. And what's funny is
mm,
before I got my new phone, I was actually looking into that. But here was the red flags, right? So, um, the phone came out. It was like $1,200 or $1,000 or something. And when I finally decided to get a phone this week or last week? When I finally decided to get a phone, I was actually going to look into it and get it. Look into it, and when I walked in, the price was $620 some dollars. The phone just came out. I don't even think it's a month old. So then I'm asking the guy like, this is great, but why did the price drop? So number one, they're not selling, and because it's it's pretty gimmicky, and
oh, okay, yeah,
and it said it wears out pretty fast. It wears out pretty fast, and then it's its own market. He was like, that's another thing, but that was his opinion. He said other people that bought it, a lot of them love it, but you end up finding you not flipping the phone as much because you can still use the phone as a regular device. So when you flip it open and make it a T, there's only so many functions you can use, so many things you can integrate with it, and that's all you got. Me, I thought it was pretty sweet because what you can do with the navigation, what you can do with games, this extra feature of me watching the video and still having my hand free without holding the phone on the sides. The other part I liked about is the gimbal mode, and it also does the dual recording. So if you were to do a vlog, you can still have you in the camera, and it uses the back camera to show what you're looking at. None of the phones really do that. And I don't know why. I think that'd be awesome, especially the way people are vlogging now, and everybody being at home with the pandemic. I don't see why they won't implement these in these phones. Maybe the Samsung does them. I don't know. Samsung usually touches every aspect of what you can do. Apple is the same way. So, but I don't know if you can use both cameras at one time. It actually requires a lot of processing, and I don't know if the CPUs and the GPUs can do it like that. Some way LG found out how to do it with a lower tier processor. So it has a 765 processor in it, and the highest end right now is 865, I believe. Yeah, 865, because that's what my phone is. So that's like the highest processor out now. So, and they were able to implement 5G. But what also was another red flag for me is that because it's not a powerful GPU and CPU, they said that when you play mobile games, especially the high intense ones, you have to lower the graphics. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that. So it's actually pretty good. I see why the price went down. I see why $600. I actually love the concept. If they can come out with that again and put the actual hardware in there, it'd be a different story with me. But that's the only thing. Now it would have won price wise, right? So and our buddy Ralph, he said Samsung touches him in every aspect. So.
I bet it do. I bet you give you that special feeling. He's loving that Samsung, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, he keeps saying he's going to get the Fold, and they got a good deal on it. Better deal than what I would have paid. They want $1,000 from me, but
Samsung just came out with their new
S21
Galaxy. Yeah, the S21.
I went
stuff
in there
like that
to look at it. I looked at it. I was kind of interested. Yeah. And I saw that they wanted $400 down, where I bought this phone. It was $0 down and had everything that the Samsung had in it. I couldn't beat it. I couldn't beat it. So, and then I got accustomed to their software, and I ended up liking it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of, I don't know. It's just like, to me now, these phone companies, and I have Apple and stuff. I would even say Apple too. I don't know. A lot of these features that I know I'm not going to. I know I'm not going to use. I know you were saying that it got Atmos on there. I really don't care. You know what? It all depends on the person. I really don't watch movies on my phone or watch. I watch it every now and then if I'm at the airport before the whole pandemic. I used to watch it. That would be like the only time I watch it. But usually I have headphones on and stuff. So it's just like I don't see the real fascination with Atmos on your cell phone. I mean, I could be wrong. I probably just need to hear it. I'm probably just talking about it. I think the features that I think that cell phone companies should be working on now and stuff, and I see is a lot more popular, is the cameras and stuff. Working on the cameras. It seemed like, I mean, the touch feature, that's a given and stuff, but fingerprint recognition and stuff. But it's just like, for me, it's always been the phone at not the phone, but the camera aspect of it is like the better the camera, because it's like we do YouTube and you do Facebook and YouTube and stuff, and those are the features that are most important to me and stuff like that. Because I have a camera as well too that I record. I got a Sony ZV-1 and stuff, and I think it's a great camera. But it's just like, for me, it's just that it's not convenient for me to travel with it every now and then. Some people may disagree, but I just like to just pick up my phone and just go ahead and just record right then and there. And that's why I think manufacturers just need to start just focus more on that area. But that's just me.
Well, the only way phones are going to get compatible is they put big sensors in them, and I don't know how. I mean, unless technology advances within the next 2 to 3 or 4 years, I mean, because they're there with all the processing power. It's just you can't fit a big sensor in a mobile phone. Then you can do a DSLR or mirrorless camera. I mean, they even got the points where you can change the lenses and get like a cinematic view. Sony, their new phones, you can actually record. Uh, what's their cinematic technology? Whatever it is, there's something off of a 20 six, seven, eight, nine, $10,000 camera is on your phone, and you pay
Mhm.
your phone price. And I mean, it looks really good. I can't think of the name of the phone, but I was actually looking into those too, but I don't think I've ever had a Sony phone. I remember I wanted to check when PSP was out. They had the phone that turns into one, and I was interested in that. But
Yeah.
I never got it. I never got it. And Sony was the first ones to come out with the whole water resistant, dust resistant, and then all the manufacturers followed. Um, but their phones are awesome. And they have the same. They have their um the technology that's in DSLRs and mirrorless in the phones now. It's just that once they get the sensor thing figured out, I mean, photographers and professional photographers and all that stuff, they'll be buying phones for what they do and come out less.
Yeah, 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 and that's what I'm seeing too. So, and then the other feature that I think it would be neat, nice to have too, and I think they just started doing this is using your phone as a kind of like a key or car key, and so I
Oh,
do
like the
have that
Teslas.
feature.
Yeah.
Well, I have that feature on my car
Oh,
where as
nice.
long as I have my phone on me
Hmm.
and I could unlock my car, start my car. I could drive it. It would be as a key.
Nice.
But it's still glitchy on certain that. So I always keep a key on me. But it's just the thing is that that's why I want them to focus too on. So people saying like, well, if what if you lose your phone? It's the same thing. What if you lose your keys? You still
Yeah.
be in the same boat. So it's kind of like it's one of those type of things that I think it's a really nice feature because if I have my phone and stuff. Like I said, I don't have to have my keys unless I really need it for like my house and stuff like that. But now they got technology um where they starting to use like if you have uh like some type of lock system, like say when you open up your garage, you park your car, the smart house senses you're coming in and automatically unlocks the door. I'm hoping that phone companies are starting to implement more and
I
more
thought
with
the
stuff.
Nest do that. The Nest was a Yale system.
It does, but I mean, I think they should get better with that
Oh,
with the
yes.
integration because
Hmm.
it's still glitchy. Because it's like for me, um,
All you
it's like
need
I
is
have to
it.
use my biggest gripe is that I have so many applications for smart features and I wish everything was just housed within one. Like I have Nest and stuff, or I have Amazon this, and then I'm looking at Apple this. And it's like I have all these systems and I kind of wish it just all jumbled just in one. And from there, I don't have to constantly switch my applications and like even the garage door opener and stuff like that. It's like I have um the IQ, I can't even think of the name of the
IQ
garage, but
Smart Garage. We have that.
yeah, smart
Hmm.
garage and stuff like that. It's like I could have it integrated, but it's like I had to go to the app just to turn
Yeah.
just
See,
to press to
I
open up the
found a slick
garage.
thing around that. I just
Yeah.
asked Google, and it opens up
Yeah,
that
you
for
could do
me.
that too. Yeah, yeah, and you could do that too. But it just sometimes you forget, and it's
Yeah.
like one of those things. It's great to talk and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I could say the same thing. I'm not gonna say the word because I
You can
have
open
some
your
stuff.
garage door.
Yeah, yeah, I have some stuff on here that I know is gonna turn on. But if you say that hey or and such it does that. But I most of the time when I'm driving and I don't want to say anything, I want my phone to kind of like just pick it up
Yeah, pick it up.
from there and just say, "Oh, you're near your house," and when you
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
proximity and stuff like that, it just go automatically open up the garage, unlock your door and stuff like that, and that's pretty much it. And then party just asks you a question like, are you trying to enter the house? And you can just press yes or no or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just thinking about a feature like that,
Now,
but that's just wishful thinking
yeah, the only way
and
they'll
stuff.
be
So
able to do that is to come out with like a next level Bluetooth and put the Bluetooth inside. I mean, Bluetooth is already there. I think we're at 5.0 or 5.1 or something. So I mean, it's amazing. But Bluetooth is short range, and I mean that will work amazing if the garage door holder had the newest Bluetooth technology your phone does, and you pull up in the driveway and it connects right to your phone, just opens up for you. I mean, that'd be cool. Or the it's the same with the Nest Yo, because I think Nest Yo is Bluetooth and it connects real quick. But if you have multiple devices connected, it's not going to pick up the third one or the fourth one. It's not going to work. So I guess that comes with next gen Bluetooth or next gen. Well, no, next gen Wi-Fi is here, so they have to integrate it. So if they integrated like a Wi-Fi thing to it, where you get close enough to the house, your phone connects to Wi-Fi, the door unlocks, and all this other stuff. But they got to be able to make a AI or some type of coding to be able to recognize that, and when you leave and all that. Because Nest has the Nest Away Assist. I mean, it knows when you're coming and going. The wife and I, we use Life 360, where it's a personal navigation and you can set landmarks, and whenever the kid or the wife or whatever pulls up at that destination, see notification like, hey, wife's at home, or hey, she's at the school. Because we got the app for my son when he started doing things by himself. It lets me know he got there, and it lets me know when he got home. And we've been using it ever since, because you can actually go on there and I can see where Alex is, and she don't have to give me directions. I just tap where she is and it guides me to her. So I do like that feature. Or if you lose your phone, you can find it. So we use it for that stuff. And other than that, we are out of time.
yeah, we are and stuff.
You got to get the little one to bed.
Well, actually, my wife already put her to bed. I already saw her and stuff. The lights is already off.
You got away. So your Wednesdays is free.
Yeah, for the moment and stuff. But I do got to head out. I think I got to pick up a couple of things and stuff. Right. So
be safe out there, Max. Make sure you guys subscribe to our channels, Moandogg Gaming on Facebook, Max Chambliss on YouTube. So like and subscribe to our pages. Please, send us some comments. Come talk to us anytime on Discord or our Facebook group or Twitter or Instagram. I mean, we have them all. Also, I'll be streaming in the next 45 minutes. I'll try to stream at 9:30, but my normal time is 10. But I try to get early. I want those people to like just grasp onto me right before they go to bed, so I can make them stay up late, so they can be a zombie tomorrow morning at work. So come have some fun with me tonight. I'll be streaming right after this. I gotta go eat something. I'm starving. Other than that, man. Oh, and also join my event next week for the retro game streaming. So it's gonna be a good time. Other than that, you got anything, Max?
No, that's it. And if you guys get a chance, watch my videos, subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too. I mean, I'm slowly getting up the subscriber base, but it's funny. I was well, yeah, but not quick enough. But I was telling Moan, as it's funny, I got 313 subscribers, and if anybody's familiar with or live in Detroit, Michigan, United States and stuff, the area code for Detroit is 313. So I thought that was kind of funny and stuff. So yeah. So it's kind of funny that it has 313. So, yeah. but I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I did mention on the last podcast. Once I hit that 1,000 subscribers, I will do a giveaway to anyone and stuff. Somebody random, of course, and stuff. And like I said, I already know what I'm thinking about giving away. But at the same time, too, you guys stay tuned, subscribe to the channel and stuff. So.
All right, guys. Glad you came and sat with us. We had some viewers here, so we appreciate you guys for stopping by. All right, we'll see you guys later.
All right, take care. Bye.